welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at a few past questions in Junior WAEC for those of us in Nigeria, and some of those questions are also applicable to IGCSE Mathematics, that's Cambridge Mathematics, and some checkpoint exams too for the junior, category. And we have some questions in indices. I'm going to be beginning with this, and we're going to go straight down into other areas. So let's go. Simplify the following. Now, there are a few laws of indices I quickly wrote by the side here to help, to help us understand. So we're going to be applying these laws. The first one is the multiplicative law. Second is division law. The third is zero power law. The fourth is negative power law. And the fifth is the fractional law. So now let's apply this in solving the problem. All right, so we have number one, the I, we have 2c cubed times 7c to the power of 5. So how do we do this? We multiply 2 times 7 times c to the power of 3 times c to the power of 5. And this will give us what? 14 times c to the power of 3 plus 5. We can add the power because it's a common base here. So that gives us 14c to the power of 8. That's as basic as it is. This is the solution to that particular question. Let's try question 2. We have we have 8p squared times 10p to the power of 5 times 11p to the power of 6. So how do we do this? The same process. We go with 8 times 10 times 11 times p to the power of 2 times p to the power of 5 times p to the power of 6. 8 times 10 times 11 is going to give you 880 times p to the power of 2 plus 5 plus 6. And that will give us 880p to the power of 13. You can see it's not challenging at all. Now we move to question 3. Question 3, you can see that we have a plus b and a plus b. Basically, they are the same. So what you just need to do is you pick one of it, a plus b, all in bracket, and we have 5 minus 3. That's because of we're following the law 2, division law, all right? So we have 5 minus 3. This will give us a plus b all to the power of what? 2. And that's our answer. Now coming to question 4, we have 72a to the power of 3b to the power of 5 over 24a to the power of 7b to the power of 3. So we can cancel out at this point. We can cancel out. We can have 24 in itself 1, 24 in 72, that will be 3 times. Now we can write this as 3. You can see that. Then we write a to the power of 3 minus 7 and b to the power of 5 minus 3. So if we do this, this will give us 3a to the power of minus 4 and b to the power of 2. But remember that, or rather, if you recall, we have negative power laws, so we have a to the power of 4 to be the same as 1 over a to the power of 4. So if we write this expression, we have what? Our final answer to be 3b squared over a to the power of 4. Fantastic, right? So it's quite easy to follow. I'm going to stretch us a little more. I have some other questions here, still past questions. So let's solve these ones together. These are still basically indices, but negative power law and the fractional law. So in this case, we're going to have what? We're going to have 5 to the power of minus 3 to be written as 1 over 5 to the power of 3. And that will be 1 over 125. That's our answer. Why this one? We have the square root of 1 over 9. This is the same thing as saying the square root of 1 over the square root of 9. And our answer will be 1 over 3. That's also your answer. And lastly, we have a question related to standard form. Now, in writing standard form, a number that can be expressed in standard form must be written in the form a times 10 to the power of n. The power n here could be positive or negative, all right? And then another thing that determines that is that when you're writing a number that is greater than 1 in standard form, that number has the power of 10 will be positive. But when you're writing a number that is less than 1, the power of 10 will be negative. So we're going to express this in standard form. Now this number 2800 has a 0.0 at the end, but because it's a whole number expression, we don't need to put the 0.0. So but we'll just work with that, and we move backward 1, 2, and 3, and this will give us 2.8 times 10 to the power of 3. That's a positive power of 10. You see that? Now for this one, you already have a point, so we move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This will give us a 1.56 times 10 to the power of minus 5. Don't forget I said when the number is less than 1, you have a negative power of 10. So this is also greater than 1. So we'll move from back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this gives us a 1.23 times 10 to the power of 8. And lastly, we take this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this gives us a 1.23 times 10 to the power of what? 6. But this time negative 6. So with this, you can see that it's quite easy to go through. So I'd like you to go through all of this, and wherever you have any challenge, you can just drop a message in the comments section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.